Hey, it's August 15th and we find ourselves in Jeremiah chapters 30 and 31. Now, truth be told, I'm actually recording this video on August 16th. We celebrated my son's birthday this week, so I fell a day behind on the reading schedule. If I were simply reading along according to the schedule, I would just pick up with today's passage, which would be chapters 32 through 34. But since I'm recording these videos, here we are in chapters 30 and 31. Hoping these videos might become a resource for people for years to come. In chapter 30, God promises to restore the Jews to the promised land. But this chapter is referring to the end times again. Verses 5 through 7 and verses 23 through 24 describe a terrifying time, the tribulation. Then verses 8 through 11 and verses 17 through 22 describe the peace of the millennium. The second half of verse 11 through 16 describes the punishment both the Jews and their enemies deserved. And the chapter ends by saying, "In the latter days you will understand this," a clear statement referring to the end times yet to come. Then chapter 31 takes us back to Judah's return from the Babylonian captivity. Verses 1 through 30 describe the rebuilding of the nation. However, tucked right in the middle is verse 15. The prophecy Matthew quotes in chapter 2, verse 18 of his gospel, predicting King Herod the Great's murder of all boys 2 years old and under in a vain attempt to kill Jesus. Verses 31 through 34 predict the new covenant Jesus would provide for us on the cross, where God said, "I will put my law within them, and I will write it on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And no longer shall each one teach his neighbor and each his brother, saying, 'Know the Lord,' for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more." Then the chapter closes with God saying Israel will always be his people until the end of time. So what can we take away from today's passage? First, God is faithful to keep his promises to us, despite the fact that we continue to sin against him and deserve any negative consequences we receive, and to be honest, more. Second, God's love for us is limitless, demonstrated by the new covenant Jesus provided for us on the cross. My prayer for us today is that we would thank God for his great love for us and trust in all of his promises revealed in his word. He's never failed to deliver in the past, and he won't fail to keep his promises now and forever. If you haven't done so already, please download our Through the Bible reading plan at asperiacommunitychurch.org/throughthebible. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.